In August of 2006, Sandy Lee was reported missing. She was an immigrant to the United States. She was a very hardworking 23-year-old. She was attending college, maintaining a job. She was also volunteering with the hospital and was just overall involved in the community, had a tremendous number of friends. And so when she didn't show up to the places that she normally was, folks became concerned for her. So we launched a missing persons investigation. A short time later, someone reported a body being found in Cabarrus County, and they began their investigation up there. So after that body was recovered, we were able to identify that as Sandy. As we walked through our investigation, we learned that Sandy had been taken advantage of by an individual named Castillo and another co-defendant. They tricked her out of some money and then later on ultimately lured her and robbed her of her vehicle. During that robbery, they shot and killed Sandy and left her in a wooded area, just discarded her, and fled to Phoenix, Arizona, where we recovered her car. We later learned that Alejandro had fled the country after committing just this horrendous act against Sandy and fled to Mexico to hide. So we've been diligently searching for him ever since then. We believe that folks are helping Alejandro in Mexico to avoid prosecution. As I said, he's wanted both in North Carolina or in the United States on the crime of murder. So we have warrants for his arrest for murder, and the federal government has also issued a warrant for his arrest for unlawful flight to avoid prosecution. So I said from the outset, we've worked with our federal partners. Once we determined that Alejandro had crossed into Mexico to avoid prosecution, we have worked with the FBI to do everything we can to locate and apprehend him. We've done a lot of media work. We've worked with both VCAT and their fugitive apprehension teams within the FBI, and that partnership's been tremendous. So they placed him several years ago on the FBI's 10 most wanted list and posted a $100,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. It's really great that they're investing even more in this apprehension effort. That's what makes today's announcement for an increase in the reward to $250,000 so much better. We know folks know where he's at. There's people helping him. There are folks that aren't helping him that very likely know he's there. And we hope that this increase in the reward will help somebody come forward and do the right thing. So Sandy's family was understandably devastated by her loss. Sandy is, again, she was a tremendous part of her community. This impacted not just her family, but friends, coworkers, classmates. And I think it would mean a lot to the public to know that the person who's responsible for this just unspeakable act is held accountable. Alejandro Castillo should face justice here and answer for what he did. And we're hoping this reward will help make that happen.